Hi, welcome to Landscape of Mothers. I'm Jill Clifton. Today I want to talk about dealing with demands from our kids, and honestly, from anybody. But often I think when we are with somebody who's kind of maybe I'll just say immature. Somebody who's immature in their position might, instead of just asking for what they want or trying to figure out how something could work well, coordinating people or events or times or whatever, they will make a demand. And sometimes that demand can get like aggressive and very detailed. And it's often helpful if when we feel like we've kind of been hit with a demand, right? We can feel that in our body as we get the that kind of punched feeling, right? Like it was slammed kind of feeling. If we are feeling like we've been hit with a demand, sometimes the best thing we can do, it's hard to do when we're face to face, but it's easier to do when we're communicating by text, or sometimes with a small child, it's easy enough to be like, okay, we're just going to take a breath. But to go ahead and kind of take a pause and to take that breath and recenter ourselves. Then what we can do is, once we kind of have a little more space in our minds, we can look for what we think they're really asking for. So like demands and, like emotional threats and all that going with the demand, those often come from, or like when our kids get upset with us and then they're like, I hate you. They're not being mean. They're just incredibly dysregulated. And so if we can look for the thing underneath, then we can often go to them, to the person that we're having trouble with, and we can bring them a solution, basically. So if somebody asks us to do something that we don't want to do or don't have capacity to do, or we can't see the utility of doing it, then we can stop and kind of settle into ourselves, give ourselves some more room, and then look for the thing underneath. So if somebody is coming to you and saying, I need you to do this and this and this and whatever, we can go back with, sounds like maybe you need some help, and you're asking me to help you get things coordinated or taken care of, and I'm wondering if there's a way we can do this together, or if there's a way we can get everyone on board, or if there's a way that we can do this that feels easier than that. And so kind of going back and saying like, oh, I hear a need, right? And what is that need? And then sometimes with kids, we don't go talk to them about it. We just do it. We're like, oh, they're getting angry and throwing a tantrum because they're hungry, right? And we go, oh, we're just going to feed them, right? So we just take care of the thing that we think is underneath it. And we don't really deal with whatever that is in the tantrum about, I didn't get this doll, or somebody took my truck, or whatever. And you're just like, oh, I see. Like, this is so dysregulating because you have an underlying physiological need going on. And with adults, I think it's often a little more nuanced, but the same thing often applies. I hope that's helpful. If you have any questions, I'm running a playlist called Ask the Mothers. So if you have anything that's coming up for you around child rearing or relating co-parenting kinds of things, you can always send me an email at jill@jilldeneen.com and put Ask the Mothers in the subject line and let me know what's on your mind. Thanks.